our presenting vendor today, and that is Actian. And handling things for Actian today is Vamshi Ramarapu, the Vice President of Engineering for Actian. Vamshi, welcome and thanks for being here today. I'm going to turn this mic over to you now, so take it away.
Thanks, Kate. Welcome to this webinar on data monetization strategies. I'm Vamshi Ramarapu. I lead product development for the Actian Data Platform. My focus is on development of the Actian Data Warehouse, its data platform, the hybrid data platform, data integration products, focusing on data quality, scalability, and reliability of our services. I've been in this industry building and using data management solutions for about 20 years now. My focus has been on platform engineering, databases, analytics, and cloud native development. Prior to Actian, I've worked at payment networks, Visa and MasterCard for about a decade, building platform solutions for peer-to-peer payments, buy now, pay later payments, and digital wallets. With 2+ years at Actian, I've been focused on working with industry experts and solution experts on data management, data monetization, and data warehousing solutions. So today, what we'll be doing is we'll go with an overview of data monetization, of what strategies are involved in monetization around data, the challenges, and potential solutions to these challenges as well. I'll also highlight a case study and also list out a few items to think about as you're getting started on this journey. To provide a little bit of context, Actian has been in this space for 50+ years. In the 1970s, when we started with the Ingress products, we like to say that Actian was in the room when data got started. We've been engaged on SQL standards and the committees around that. Our product solution is built around an ecosystem to support partners that want to connect, manage, and analyze solutions. So we support enterprise and mid-sized companies that would like to take advantage of our suite to use data integration products, build mission-critical data management solutions, and perform high data analytics. What we look for is unique needs and requirements of customers in EU, APAC, and Americas. We built some of these insights from our conversations with our customers, some of the research studies we've done, and our experience and expertise in solving these mission-critical data problems. Let's dive into it. Let's get an overview of what data monetization is. We all know that there's an explosion of information, and that explosion is accelerating. Data is becoming the most critical asset. It's the critical corporate assets that companies would like to take advantage of in increasing their revenue, lowering their costs, or to manage risks. Now, the challenge that faces most of the leaders in the corporate world is an understanding of how to monetize this data, how to gain a competitive edge for their company, and how to benefit from the data both internally and externally. What this could help with is an understanding of the data that they have collected, that they have analyzed, and are willing to share or monetize on. There are several use cases to consider when you're thinking about data monetization. For example, you could use data monetization towards increasing sales. You could optimize your pricing, you could optimize your promotions. There are a lot of use cases around analysis of customer data, how to acquire, how to retain customer data. Thirdly, it's about the processing of data. So data monetization finds a lot of use cases in helping companies improve forecasting and planning. and around monetization of this data. So there are various ways in which companies can use data for external monetization, for sharing with partner companies, for building product suites around data that they have collected and analyzed. So with these use cases, there's plenty of opportunity and a good chance for building on the data that we want to use. Now let's take a look at the various challenges in monetizing data. There are several hurdles that companies need to overcome to manage data monetization projects. First and foremost is data silos. We need to look at how data is organized after collection within a company, and if silos are present, what challenges do they provide? Data integration continues to be a challenge, particularly when you have many silos to deal with. Hybrid infrastructure is a very new challenge, primarily as companies have either transitioned to or are on the path of transitioning to the cloud. And what we see with our customers is a hybrid use case where some data is on-prem, there's some data on cloud, there are some data spread across various cloud providers as well. There's a definite need for real-time analytics, and there are challenges associated with accessing real-time analytics as well. Various companies that we work with have platforms that they have invested in, that they have understood that it does not either scale or does not meet the requirements that they have to help them develop data monetization strategies. One often overlooked challenge is around skills. There are various skills needed in building a sound data monetization strategy. This evolves around cloud skills, data engineering skills, data science skills. What we've studied and found is 50% of companies lack good cloud development skills within their organization. Close to that, about 45% struggle with data integration and data quality skills. What we typically recommend is for our partners and for companies that we talk to lean on tech and platform partners that can help alleviate some of these skill shortages. Companies can also look at upskilling their employees on these skills, identify what SaaS offerings are available for either co-management or fully managed services that help with these skill shortages. What we've also seen as a challenge, particularly around our EU customers and also now in our North America customers, is about privacy, compliance, and regulation requirements. While data monetization brings forth many opportunities, these challenges and these mandates cannot be overlooked, and you need to pay close attention to how you solve these challenges. And last but not least, you would be transitioning from being a cost center to a profit center culture. Because as you look at monetizing data, you're looking at an asset that you've primarily used for building products to using the data itself as a profit center. Now let's dive in a little more into the challenges and see what those challenges are and how you might be able to solve them. Forrester did a recent study called The Crisis of Fractured Organizations, where they talked about tools and how companies are drowning in tools. Large companies have more than 350 tools and systems to deal with. There's too much data and too many tools to handle the data. There's a lot of data quality issues as well. And these quality issues, they create noise that impacts the ability to get the right insights. So you're not able to build and create the right decisions out of your data because of data quality issues and these plethora of tools that you have at your disposal. And thirdly, manual processes. Automation helps building data pipelines and data processes around analyzing management and connection of data. But we see that a lot of companies struggle with manual processes as well. That slows them down. Typically, it costs about 2 hours of employee productivity every day to deal with the data quality and the data tooling issues. As you look at data monetization, one of the first challenges that we talked about was the presence of data silos. So, as you have data silos spread across your organization, what you typically see is the impact on the agility, on the productivity, and the insights that you gain. All three of these areas are limited based on how many silos you have. When you have various data silos, your organization is not enabled properly to build trusted, flexible, and easy to manage solutions. So, what you see is reduced productivity. You might see incomplete, inaccurate, or stale insights because some of the data you collected and analyzed might go stale by the time you've built your solution as well. So you need to manage integration of data and democratize some of this data internally to enable insights and monetization of this data. What we do understand is the impact of real-time analytics, the importance of real-time analytics as well, and data complexity overall makes real-time analytics a hard problem to solve. What we do understand is why data analytics needs to be real-time. As we collect a lot of this data, and we want to use the most effective solution. We want to see what executions are happening, how those queries are responding, and what customers are asking for. So when we engaged with some of our customers in real-time data use cases, we've seen customers build dashboards and solutions that cater to platform needs that demand less than 2 seconds of response times, sometimes for complex integrations and data merges as well. So what Actian does have is a patented delta tree insertion solution that has helped solve some of these problems for our customers. Data monetization, it is most effective when you have solved the real-time data analytics problem. Because as customers see that they're getting insights in real time, they're more likely to subscribe to the data solutions that you are proposing. And also, they might want to enable the right now solution as well, because near real time may not solve the needs for data customers, and they may not transition into your data monetization customers. The next challenge that we've touched upon earlier and want to look at deeper is about protecting privacy and securing your data. While you look at securing your data, you understand that customer data privacy and complying with regulations is of paramount importance. Recent studies have shown that there have been 700 plus data breaches this year. 39% of businesses have been impacted by data breaches, and this is up by 4%. And this costs companies quite a bit of money as well as they deal with data breaches. And it impacts the revenue potential from your data monetization strategy. Industries that are particularly hit by it are healthcare, education, and financial services industries. They're both internal and external threats to be considerate about. There are human errors that lead to data privacy issues. As data managers, we need to be aware of data security, about data sovereignty, and data privacy issues as well. Simple encryption is not enough. What you have to look at is both encryption at rest, encryption in transit, having the right identity access management controls, having the right data access management controls, and a single pane of glass from a management perspective where you're able to record and view access controls and who has access to what systems as well. It's imperative that you choose the right cloud data platform that enables these measures and helps you democratize your data while protecting data privacy. Now, as we look at these challenges, we understand that there's no getting around it. What data monetization needs is trusted data. And to build trust in your data and to build customers' trust, you need a trusted data platform. What you might want to look at is what are your use cases? What are your scaling plans? How much of your data is on-prem? What's your hybrid use case for using the cloud? What data moves to the cloud? What does not? We also support partners in multi-cloud deployments using private and public clouds as well, and enabling the right cloud security, the right optics and governance will help build an architecture that scales in supporting your monetization strategies. The cloud makes it easier to connect across locations. The elasticity features are great, where you could auto scale, you could build tuning capabilities onto it to meet the demands of your organization. While these features enable scalability and performance and remove constraints, cost could be a factor as well. And as you look at reducing costs around your data monetization strategy, what you'd look at is a platform that enables you to do that in a more hybrid model. Let's look at a case study where Actian has helped one of our customers, one of our airline customers, in building a data monetization platform and build strategy around that. Lufthansa Airlines licenses an application that they've built to other airlines and transportation companies. What this application does is it maintains and updates in real time information about flight paths, about flight restrictions, conditions of an airport, whether there's a closure or delays at it, whether there's significant turbulence in the horizon that could delay or impact flight schedules. Lufthansa Systems calls this Lido Flight. And with this application, they help to ensure that airlines and pilots and all of the corresponding services stay on time and meet their customer demands, help the cargo reach safely, help all of the passengers in ensuring hassle-free travel. Now, this application generates millions of dollars in extra revenue for its customers. And Lufthansa built this product using Actian's Ingress database solution. And with this monetization strategy, what Lufthansa has been able to do is to add an additional layer of income generation by monetizing the data that it had already built and collected. Now, we could look at various solutions like that, but this is a great example of a customer of ours that was able to take advantage of using data monetization and adding to its revenue while reducing its costs and mitigating the risks that it sees in its domain. Now, as you look to enforce or build data monetization strategies for your company, my recommendation is to start with the end in mind. Look at the domains that you're dealing with. What are the integration patterns to keep in mind? What are the data loading constraints? What businesses are you serving? And what integration needs to happen to build the right applications that serve your partners? Look at your deployment options as well. Hybrid solutions are great in meeting demands for enterprises, for keeping some data on-prem, some on the cloud, for taking advantage of the benefits that cloud provides in terms of scalability and security. Also use data sovereignty and data privacy constraints in helping make these decisions. Build personas and leverage skill sets both internally within your company as you build up skill sets in cloud, data integration, data quality areas, but also from your platform partners, from your infrastructure as a service or software as a service partners. Look for partners that have a broad set of experience and a deep experience in this area. And last but not least, focus on the endpoints, right? Build a broad range of connectivity so that your customers have various options in connecting to your solution and taking advantage of the product that you've built. Now let's look at the key areas to think about as you get started along this journey, and check the boxes along the way so that you have a successful data monetization strategy. Number one, assess the data that you have. You might have data quality issues, you might have data integration issues, many silos to deal with, but have an honest assessment to understand what problems need to be solved so that your data is ready for monetization, that it is built for application development and to roll out as part of your monetization strategy. Second, define your goals so that your partners are aware of what challenges that you're solving with the data that you make available. And with the monetization strategy, you would have the right goal of what level of revenue you plan to generate or what costs you want to reduce, what risks you're mitigating with this solution. Thirdly, understand your privacy, compliance, sovereignty, and governance requirements. This is a key aspect of where you deploy your solution, how you develop your solution, how you market your solution as well. As you look for solutions around data privacy, governance, and security, partner with companies and services that have deep knowledge in this space as well. Your data monetization strategy should be an overall strategy that impacts both the products that have already been rolled out and your customers that currently are engaging with your products, but also future customers as well. So building a short-term, mid-term, and a long-term monetization strategy will help you evolve the strategy along the way. Next is to invest in the right data infrastructure and analytics solutions. Some of the products that you already have in-house or are engaged with may not solve all of the challenges that we've discussed thus far in the monetization journey. Be open to adopting new products and also engage with solutions that potentially integrate seamlessly with your current products as well. As you invest in data infrastructure, in building for the long term with monetization strategies, analytics play a key role in understanding where your data solutions are being utilized and where they could be further marketed. That leads into the promotion aspect is once you've built these data monetization strategies and solutions is to promote those efforts, is to use your marketing efforts, your sales engagement leads, your engineering blogs, and other avenues. Because the more understanding there is about what data is being monetized and what use cases are being monetized, how customers and partners might be able to leverage and take advantage of these solutions, the easier it is to build additional monetization products around it. And last but not least, it is as any project, it's imperative that you continuously evaluate, that you optimize all of these above steps about continuously assessing the data that you have, continuously refining the goals that you've built, updating privacy, compliance, governance, and sovereignty requirements as new rules and new laws come into play, refining your strategy and optimizing it, investing in data infrastructure as we see continuous improvements in infrastructure world, looking at different analytics solutions that need to be supported as well in this continuously evolving space, and to optimize along the way as well. Now, with these steps, I'm confident that you have the right data monetization strategy in mind and that it'll be a successful project as you deal with this initiative, in partner with the right companies and take advantage of the knowledge base and the solutions that they have built to succeed in the overall data monetization project. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you. Over to you, Keith.